My name is Greg Greason. I am Vice President of Business Development and Marketing at WeaverCooke Construction in Greensboro, North Carolina. In my role at WeaverCooke, I go out every day and I pursue work with clients and try to bring in business, and I tell that story. But the golden angle really is the artist behind what I do, and they paint that beautiful picture that only enhances our business. In my past working experience here at WeaverCooke, we've outsourced some of our marketing to other folks, and I think it felt, probably from my standpoint, more transactional. It was more of a one-off thing. I think the difference is with the golden angle, they really understand your business. They get to know your business. But I think the biggest thing is their creativity, their videography, their responsiveness, and really the most important piece in my world is really their organizational skills and how they keep my business organized. It's really invaluable. There's a couple things that Morgan and Patrick are super influential in my business, and really I couldn't do without them. Number one is we have great content that we create on LinkedIn. And I like to say really our LinkedIn page is our best form of marketing that we have in the company. And so they really have upgraded that piece for us. Also, I have RFPs that I have to respond to for potential new business, and they put together beautiful artwork on paper that we can share, and everybody that I've sent those to, the first thing out of their mouth is, wow, this is outstanding. And I'll say specifically, they created a hospitality brochure that I'm really proud of, and it really tells the story of our work in the hotel space across North Carolina. So typically what we do is we try to focus on our work around North Carolina. And they do a fantastic job of showcasing what we're doing, from drone footages to write-ups, how we're connecting with the community, how we're building the projects, how our project teams are doing. You know, again, I can go out every day and narrate the story of WeaverCooke, but they are really the ones who paint that beautiful picture that make me look better. The golden angle really, truthfully, is an extension of your company, what I would call a true partnership. I'll give you an example. We had our company meeting this past May. We had a new president in place, Steve Allison. And Steve and I got together back in February and we discussed what we wanted to do. And we wanted to change it up a little bit. As I spoke with both Patrick and Morgan, the first thing they asked me was, what is your desired outcome? And that was really to produce something spectacular. And we really wanted to set the standard, and they certainly did that. The company meeting really centered around a lot of videography that they had created, and we had endless amounts of people coming up and going, wow. They turned out the lights, and I thought that was really cool. It created sort of a theatrical experience, and the crowd was just really into what we were doing. They've had multiple requests for videos. People were proud of what they created. And I think really what it is that they're proud to work for WeaverCooke. And that's really because what Patrick and Morgan created. You know, they want to show their family members, hey, this is the company I work for. You know, they made WeaverCooke look even better than they already do. And certainly Patrick and Morgan helped us tell that story. They made a huge difference, you know, and so it just really enhanced the entire experience. Early on in the process, when we engaged, Patrick and Morgan suggested we do a monthly call, get organized, and in my world, getting organized is a big piece for what I do. And so we got together, we laid out a plan, and most importantly, we executed that plan at a high level. And so the gratification I get from that, and again, showing clients who WeaverCooke is. And I think really, ultimately, when we talk about the relationship, the best part of it is you know, the passion for what we do. Patrick and Morgan share the same passion that I do for my role at WeaverCooke. And so it really makes for what I like to call an unstoppable force.